My beloved child, the time for truth is here, and I cannot stay quiet any longer. I have to speak out about something heartbreaking that links your son to a woman and drugs. Yes, my child, your son is in danger and desperately needs your help. But how can he get help if you don't know what he's going through right now? This message represents your only opportunity to discover the truth, the hidden struggles and lies that have quietly crept into your son's life. I realize my words may appear confusing or difficult to understand at first. You may wonder why I'm telling you this or why the truth is so important, but if you stick with me for a little longer, everything will make sense. There's a dangerous force pulling your son into darkness, and he might not even realize it. A woman has entered his life, but not in the way one would expect. She is not guiding him to happiness or success. Instead, she leads him down a path of addiction and despair. Drugs have taken hold of him, and he is caught up in a web of lies and addiction. I know this is difficult to hear. The thought of your son in such pain is unbearable, but ignoring the truth will only push him further into trouble. It won't protect him. It'll only make matters worse. The time to act is now. Open your eyes, my child. See beyond the lies and illusions. Your son needs you. He needs your strength, love, and assistance more than ever. You are his only hope for escaping this dark trap. Stay with me a little longer, and we'll figure out what's going on. The truth is difficult to confront, but it is the only way to save him. His future is on the line, and we cannot afford to waste any more time. You have the ability to change everything. The decision is yours, my child. Before I tell you the whole truth about the connection between a woman, drugs, and your son, I need to say something very important. You are so close, closer than you realize, to discovering what is truly going on in your son's life right now. Not only that, but you're about to find out exactly what you can do to keep him safe from the impending danger. I understand that hearing this may evoke a range of strong emotions, including fear, confusion, and even heartbreak. I get it. If you ever feel overwhelmed or your heart races with worry, remember that I am here for you. I care about you and your family. I would never send you this message unless I was deeply concerned about your and your son's well-being. You are not alone in this. This is your opportunity to see the truth. Stay with me, and we will face the challenges ahead. So, my child, I'll ask you again, are you truly prepared to hear the truth? Are you prepared to reveal what has been hidden in the shadows for far too long? This is not an easy truth, it is heavy and painful, but it cannot be buried any longer. A woman, drugs, and your son all share a deep, dangerous, and undeniable connection. It is a web of deception that has gradually tightened around him. You must confront it not with fear or doubt, but with strength, clear eyes, and an open heart. If you answered yes, then hang on to my words. Stay with me. The darkness will not prevail. Together, we will bring the truth to light. Listen carefully, my child, this isn't just a message. This is a battle cry, a desperate warning, and a plea to wake up before it's too late. You felt it, didn't you? The deep, twisting worry in your chest, the sense that something is wrong. You've noticed the changes in your son. He is not the same. His laughter does not sound the same as it did before. His eyes have lost their brightness. His mind wanders, lost in a fog you can't explain. You've watched him get further away, and you're left wondering why. I'm here to tell you that you are not wrong. You are not imagining things. There is a reason for the distance you feel, the silence between you, and the shadows that appear in his life. There's a woman, my child. She's been in his life for longer than you realize. She's wrapped herself around him, whispering lies and feeding him things that should never have entered his soul. This is not new. It's been happening right in front of you, slowly and quietly, like poison seeping into his veins. What's the most terrifying part? He doesn't fight it anymore. He no longer questions it. What was once considered dangerous or wrong now appears normal. He has surrendered his mornings, nights, thoughts, and actions to one desire: when will he see her again? When will she meet his needs? His life now revolves around her. She has taken away his strength, choices, and freedom. Your son, my child, has been captured and enslaved. And the worst part? He doesn't even realize it. My child, I understand the burning question in your mind right now: what is this drug she is feeding him? Stay with me, please. I'm about to tell you everything, but I need you to stay strong. The truth that I am about to reveal will shake you. The drug is not what you would expect. It is not a tablet, powder, or liquid. There is no substance that you can touch or see with your eyes. This woman is fueling your son's lust. Lust, my child, is one of the most dangerous drugs of all, more potent than any poison, deadlier than any addiction. Unlike physical substances, which only harm the body, lust penetrates deeper. It poisons the soul. It whispers sweet lies into his heart, telling him that pleasure is all that matters, and that if he only seeks what feels good, he will be happy. But that's a lie. Lust blinds him. It gives him the impression that he is in control, but he is actually caught in invisible but heavy chains. It pulls him away from the path I've chosen for him. Lust strips him of his true purpose. It reduces him to a shadow of who he was intended to be. And the worst part? Lust is never fulfilled. It constantly demands more. Your son does not see the danger, my child. He thinks he is making his own decisions. He tells himself that this is harmless and that he can leave whenever he wants. But I promise you that this is only the beginning of his downfall. Do you remember Samson, my child? Samson possessed great strength. He wielded considerable power. He was a leader among men, and I chose him to accomplish great things. Judges 16 verses 4 to 21 mentions him. However, even the strongest can fall when they allow lust to take root in their hearts. My child, Samson, did not fall because he was forced. He didn't fall because someone put chains around him. No, he fell because of a more dangerous reason: temptation. Delilah didn't have to fight him physically. She didn't have to tie him down. She simply fed him the drug of lust repeatedly, gradually. With each visit, she made him weaker. She hacked away at his strength, and in the end, she took everything from him: his strength, sight, and future. Samson was left weakened, blind, and broken. Your son is on the same path, my child. I see clearly. If he doesn't wake up soon, if he doesn't realize he's in danger, this woman will also take everything from him. She will deprive him of his strength, clarity, and dreams. But I want you to know something: you're not just watching from the sidelines. You are his best defender. You are the one who can stand up and defend him. I have given you a weapon that is stronger than anything the enemy can use. It's in your hands and ready to use. Will you use it? Will you fight for your son's future? Listen carefully, my child. I will not leave you powerless. The world will try to convince you that there is nothing you can do. The enemy will whisper lies to your heart. It will attempt to persuade you that your son is too far gone, that it is too late, and that you should just give up. But let me tell you something: that is a lie. I have placed a weapon in your hands, my child, one so powerful that it causes the gates of hell to tremble when used. This weapon is not your rage. It is not your concern. It's not even your words. It is a prayer. Yes, prayer. The prayer I'm about to offer you has more power than anything on the planet. This is more than just words thrown around. This is a spiritual war. When you pray, chains break. When you pray, the veil of deception will be ripped away. When you pray, your son will feel a stirring deep in his soul, something he won't understand but can't ignore. What about the woman who has been feeding him poison? She'll feel her grip slipping. But, my child, I must ask you now, are you prepared to fight? Are you willing to stand in the gap for your son? Are you prepared to witness my power move in ways you never imagined? If your heart says yes, please join me in this prayer. Together, we will break the chains. Together, we will restore your son's freedom. Because, my child, the battle has not ended, and if you stand with me, it has already been won. Now, close your eyes and pray alongside me. O Lord of mercy, strong and true, I lift my heart, I cry to you. My son is lost, his path unclear. Yet I believe you're always near. A woman's snare, a darkened lie, has pulled him in, has blurred his sky. She feeds him poison, soft and sweet. Yet chains unseen bind hands and feet. But I know, Lord, you hold the key. To set him free, to let him see. No grip of lust, no web of sin can stand when your light floods in. Break the chains that blind his eyes. Tear down the walls, expose the lies. Let him feel your mighty call. And rise again where he did fall. Let her power fade to dust. Let her whispers turn to rust. What she has built, Lord, tear apart. And bring my son back to your heart. No force of hell, no wicked plan can steal him from your mighty hand. So here I stand, I will not flee. For you, O Lord, fight this for me. The battle's yours, the war is won. Darkness flees before the sun. So with this prayer, I stand in might. And claim my child for your great light. Amen. Listen carefully, my child. You've waited years for this moment. You've cried, prayed, and persevered even when everyone around you told you to give up. Sometimes it felt like the door had been slammed shut. It appeared that no matter what you did, nothing would change. But let me tell you something important, I never give up hope. When you thought everything was lost, I kept the light of hope alive. When it felt impossible, and nothing seemed to be moving, I was working behind the scenes to put everything in place. Nobody truly understands the weight you've carried. Nobody noticed the silent battles, the nights you cried, or the doubts that crept into your heart. But I saw everything. Throughout it all, you never gave up. You clung to your faith even when it was difficult. You trusted me even when the path appeared hazy. And now, my child, your breakthrough has come. What was delayed is undeniable. What seemed lost is being reclaimed. What was previously held back is now being released. I am sending your breakthrough not by chance or luck, but because of my divine plan and perfect timing. Get ready, my child, because your wait is over. The door you've prayed for is about to swing wide open. What you've been waiting for is about to arrive, and it will be even better than you could have imagined. It is now. Your season of waiting has turned into one of harvest. Listen to me today, my beloved child. I have a plan for your life, full of love and purpose. But I'd like to remind you, don't let what you see with your eyes make you lose faith. Do not let your circumstances shake your faith in me. Remember when I led the Israelites out of Egypt? They stood in front of the Red Sea. They were trapped behind them. Pharaoh's army was approaching. Fear filled their hearts. They grumbled and complained, questioning why I had brought them there. They forgot about my promises. They began to doubt, believing that it would be better to return to slavery than to trust me. But I did not bring them there to kill them. I brought them there to demonstrate my power. When they stood before the sea, it appeared impossible. But I told Moses to lift his staff, and I made my way through the water. I parted the sea, and my people walked on dry land. What appeared impossible became their path to freedom. Now, my child, you might be facing your own Red Sea. There may be times when you feel trapped or stuck. Maybe you're afraid or unsure. You may even wonder if I have forgotten about you, but let me assure you that I have not. I've made a promise to you, to bless, provide for, protect, and guide you. My promise is true, and my word is powerful. I do exactly what I say. So I am asking you to trust me right now. Even if you can't see where you're going, trust that I'm leading you. Trust that I am guiding you to your breakthrough. You may not understand why you are facing certain challenges, but I am working my way through them. Do not concentrate on what is in front of you, instead, look at me. I've got a plan for you. I am working in ways that you cannot yet see. Hold on to my promise. If I said it, I'll do it. Your breakthrough is approaching. I'm with you every step of the way. My child, I see you. I see the weight you carry, the pain deep within your heart, and the questions that race through your mind. I know this season is difficult. I know you're tired. Some days, it may appear that the struggle will never end. You may not understand why events unfolded as they did. You may wonder how the broken pieces of your past can lead to anything positive. That is okay. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to figure everything out. Please trust me. I promise you that I waste nothing. I see every tear that falls from your eyes. I know every disappointment. Every heartbreak makes me feel it. But I will not let your pain go in vain. I plan to use it. I will take what was intended to break you and turn it into something positive. Let that truth give you hope. Allow it to lift you up when you feel unable to take another step. But, my child, you must release it. Give me the broken pieces. Give me your pain, regrets, and fears. Place them in my hands. I won't turn you away. I will not abandon you in this sorrow. I am the God who restores and heals. Allow me to heal your heart. Let me show you how even the most difficult times in your life can be used for something greater. I am working in ways that you cannot see. Even now, I'm transforming your story into something beautiful. So hold on and keep trusting. You're not forgotten. I am right here, bringing everything together for your benefit. Listen carefully, my beloved child, because I am revealing a truth that will set you free. Real change does not start with what you do, it starts with what you think. The battle for transformation starts in your mind. If you want to break free from old patterns, you can't simply say, I won't act this way anymore. True change, my child, occurs at the root. Your thoughts are like seeds. Whatever you plant in your mind will flourish. If you fill your mind with fear, doubt, or anger, those emotions will take root and influence your actions. But if you fill your mind with my truth, love, faith, and hope, they will flourish instead. That is why my word says in Ephesians 4 verse 23, let the Spirit renew your thoughts and attitudes. Spiritual renewal starts in the mind. Your thoughts shape your feelings, which guide your actions. If you want to walk in freedom, you must sow new seeds of truth, peace, and faith. When a negative thought enters your mind, do not allow it to grow. Replace that with my promises. Speak life over yourself. Declare, I am strong, loved, and made new. You are not alone in this. I am beside you, assisting you every step of the way. Let my spirit work for you. Let my truth renew you. When your mind is transformed, your life will follow.